Hey, good morning. It is Amy O. It is week 4. I realized after week 1 that really it's not week 4, it's the start of week 4. So, anyway, this is the 4th video. So to get right to it, I get on the scale and I gained 2 pounds. It could be because we had a late dinner, could be the box of hot tamales I ate last night, could be it's all sitting in there just waiting to come out. I don't know why. I thought I was being more active this weekend. I spent all day Saturday cleaning, like physically rearranged the living room, rearranged the bedroom, swept 2 floors, like 2 levels of the house. Yesterday I spent a couple hours lugging laundry up from the basement all the way upstairs to the 2nd floor, hanging clothes up, sorting things, because we just hadn't really got to the laundry. I mean, it was clean, it was sitting there, it just wasn't hung up or put away. So I got that taken care of. So I thought I was being physically active, at least the last 2 days. I got on the treadmill for about 17 minutes last week, which is 17 minutes more than I would have done. I think it was last week, maybe it was week before, I don't know. I know this, when I look at my steps, I've taken more steps last week than I did the week before, so I am being more active. It seriously could be because I have not gone to the bathroom this morning and dropped a deuce or whatever you want to call it. Why the scale said what it did. Regardless, it said what it did. I know where I'm at. I feel like that number is not accurate. I could be wrong. So this is gonna be a much quicker video. 2 things I wanted to talk about. First off, this morning, I legit thought about making up an excuse and not recording this video because the scale was up. But I'm doing this to be accountable, so I'm doing this to put myself out there and say I was 2 pounds up this week. I did not do everything in my power to lose weight last week. I know this. And I'll get to that in a minute. This morning I started to make a video and I stopped and I was driving, and on my headphones came on the song Breakaway by Kelly Clarkson, which I'll link to. That song was huge for me back 10 years ago when I was walking 4 miles a day and taking care of myself, and I'd come out of a really bad just toxic divorce and was living off of not a whole lot. Pretty much whatever I was getting in child support was going to pay for electricity and the roof over our head and food, and I think at that point I wasn't working, or I was working a part-time job or 2 part-time jobs, and it seemed like I was really struggling, but I was so much happier. I put that song on when I'd go for my 4-mile walks, and the hope and the optimism I'd have back then, I wish I could get, and I am getting that fire back. It's just taking some time. Back then I was listening to a lot of Tony Robbins, which is the next point I want to get into, and just having vision boards, and I've done that for several years. I have one up in my office right now. Maybe I'll show you that next week. But just that song reminded me of that fire and that hope and that optimism. And I think, what would that Amy say if I'd say this is your life now? She'd be totally stoked about owning my own home, and well, not owning and paying the bank, but having my own home and having a wonderful man and a good job, and my car is paid for, and it's the car of my dreams, so it wasn't the color I wanted. I wanted purple, but Pearl is Greystone Pearl, and I love her. Anyway, she'd be really excited. Had she known she'd have to find a good guy, get married, get divorced, realize that perfect life was just an illusion, had she had to go through a couple more frogs to kiss, I think she would have had enough fight in her to say, I can do it, but I really didn't think my life would turn out the way it did. I don't think any of us do. I think we look back and we think I did the best I can with what I had, and all I can do is better today. Which kind of brings me to my next point. So the other day, I get emails from Tony Robbins all the time. No, well, not him directly. That'd be awesome, but from his coaching and everything. I've loved Tony Robbins for well over a decade. Back then, actually around that time, I used to carry his book in my purse all the time, Awake the Giant Within. And, you know, I was really creating the life I wanted. But the other day, I got this email for, I think it's Robbins Massey. I'm sorry, totally blanking out. But it was saying, click this link. And sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I've not been able to really get through my email, so I clicked the link. And I'm so glad I did. I will post a link here. Seriously, check it out. It'll take you to his training page, but if you scroll down, there's a video. It's about this woman named Beverly Kingsley. And it's an hour and a half long, but I'm telling you, it's so worth it to watch this woman who had put everybody before herself, had tried to be the perfect girl, and just stressed herself out and was miserable. To see her find that joy in herself and realize she was worth it. She literally takes her coat off and just sheds it. You can see by the end of it, she's sitting taller and feeling amazing. And that video, the whole time I was watching it, I was like, that's me, that's me, that's me. And it really made me realize, you know, I can do it. I'm gonna do it. And what can I do today to make it to my goals? So, which I know, and I've known, and I'm gonna get there. I feel like I've really let life kick me in the teeth, and I'm so trying to get back to that vivacious Amy, that's full of life, that lioness that's in there, and she is so in there. Like, she is so in there. And shrinking because I don't want to make other people feel bad, because I am a go-getter, and just, even though the scale doesn't show it, in here things are falling into place, and in here things are falling into place, and I know that scale is going to show it. I know it. I do believe in myself. I do know I am worthy. I'm hoping next week is a very different week. So I'm about 9 minutes, so I'm signing off. Have an amazing week. Know you are worth it. Know that you deserve happiness. You deserve to look in the mirror and love yourself. Love yourself. Have a great week.